everyone. How's it? Welcome back to the episode, man. Welcome back to the podcast. It's the RUNMODE podcast. Hopefully you've been doing quite a bit of mileage. You've been running, you've been stretching. Mr. Madisha?
Yes.
How are you doing, man?
I'm quite good today.
Yeah.
Super. I think we are ready now to go.
We're ready to go.
Yeah.
How was your running week? How's the running
My
week?
running week was perfect.
Perfect.
There was no rain.
Who has a running week? That's perfect.
Perfect. Perfect in the sense that everything went well.
Yeah.
According to plan. Doing short runs during the week.
Yeah.
And doing a long run during the weekend.
Yeah.
Resting on Sunday. Doing a easy recovery run.
Now you're showing off.
In the morning.
Now you're showing off.
No, I'm not showing off.
That is actually perfect, but now you're showing off.
No, it's a reality. It's a
Not everyone's
reality of a runner. I'm no more a person, I'm a runner.
Reality of a fast runner.
Yeah.
Madisha is a fast runner. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, in the middle, fast runner, between fast and slow. Somewhere there in the middle.
See, I don't like humility. I'm not a humble person. I don't like humility. But Madisha likes doing this humility thing. I don't agree with it. I don't endorse it. I don't like it. But I think he's a fast runner. Let me tell you about my week, man. So
Yes.
I'm running these very slow runs, very slow runs, low heart rate training. And I decided to test out if it's working, this low heart rate training, by taking on a route that has a bigger elevation, a higher elevation. And I decided to increase my pace and gave an indication that I'm on the right track. So yeah, it's going to be, it's been a bit of a journey, and we're going to talk about low heart rate training. But yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, and this week was a beautiful time to test it out because it's also getting warmer, so you'll see whether or not stuff is working when you're running in the heat.
All right. Now, same here, because during our long run, we're testing that we have to go at 5:30.
5 minutes per kilo.
Yeah, 5:30 per kilo.
Yeah.
So that now we are almost at the same level, whether we are going up or we are going down. So it's 5:30, and sometimes when we go up,
Yeah.
it will be 5:40. Sometimes when you go down, it's 5:10, 5:15, 5:20.
Yeah.
But somewhere there.
Yeah.
For the whole 35 kilometers, we did 35. And I think 35 is next to 42. It was like doing a marathon.
Marathons usually start at 35.
Yes. Everything is just a pack run.
So this everything is a pack run.
It's a pack run. You're just doing your things. But the real thing starts at 35.
Yeah,
when you are left with something like 7, that is when now everything starts to fall apart. If you are not well trained and you didn't plan well for your run.
You did 5:30 minutes per kilo. That would be an easy run pace for you.
That's easy run.
That's an easy run.
That's easy
Fast
run.
runner's easy run is 5:30
is
pace.
easy run. No, I can't run 6 per kilo.
To give context, if you run 5:30 per kilo, you'll do a 3:55 marathon. 3:50, 3:55.
Yes.
And that's his easy pace.
Yeah.
So you must ask him what is actually fast pace is when he's doing intervals and speed work and that sort of thing.
Imagine running 6 per kilo. Now 6 per kilo for 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's going to be how many minutes? 60.
It's 6 minutes per kilo for an hour. It's 10
60
kilometers.
minutes. Yeah, it's 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
Then it means that now you have to run for your marathon. Then it's 6 per kilo. Then it's 4 hours something.
Yeah.
It's 4 hours something. You'll be
4 hours
burnt.
10.
Yeah, you'll be burnt by the sun. You'll be burnt by the sun. You're burnt by the sun. You must run as fast as possible so that you can just rest and you see people coming.
Finish.
Yeah, so you will be there running for up to what? When the marathon starts at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 o'clock. When people are going for breakfast, you are still running.
And by that time, you're done stretching, you're done showing off the medal on social media, you're good.
Yes, so you must just make sure that maybe 5:30, then you can cut those 30 seconds, the 30 seconds from that 6. Then you will be somewhere at 3 hours something. Then you will be done. Then you will be able to enjoy seeing other people coming to run. Coming to the venue. So you must not be the show.
It must be the spectator.
You must be a spectator.
Yeah.
People must not come and watch you while you are struggling.
Hashtag run like a spectator. Madisha, run like a spectator.
You must run like a spectator so that you can run. Even at comrades, we do it like like that.
Yeah.
We must finish maybe before 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Then from there, we have changed. Then we are fresh. Then we go to the finish and we watch people.
When people are talking about running the whole day, you say, no, but the day hasn't finished. I'm not done.
Yeah, just imagine when the last comrades, when people were finishing to run.
Yeah,
it was darker. The last bus, it was dark. And I tried to go there. Then now it was not a nice thing. And I pictured myself doing that. Then I said, thanks God.
so you can take pictures with some of your friends and running mates who finish at the end with the club uniform, because by that time you're done. Perhaps you even showered, or maybe you're wearing a warmer jacket by the time they come in at the end.
No, that's why I don't have many photos with my classmates, because I've already finished. And people will say, these people who finish at 12 hours are the people who run comrades. They are the most people who people like to watch. Yes, they like to watch you struggling. Because they like it when you get into the stadium and you are moving like a penguin and being supported by the gates and people clapping hands for you. 2 o'clock. It must be done. It must be done. So it starts from training.
Yeah, it does. 5:30.
5:30.
minutes to a kilo.
That is what I tried the last comrades, because I went there having a problem. So I was just at 5:30 and I finished at 9 hours, 49 seconds.
Yeah, now you're still showing off now. Now you went there with a problem.
No, I'm still ahead because people were saying 9 hours.
What is
49 seconds.
9 hours, 49 seconds. 9 hours, 49.
Yeah, that 49 seconds.
49 seconds is the difference between a Bill Rowan medal and a Robert Mchali medal.
Robert Mchali, yes.
He doesn't obviously he doesn't like the Robert Mchali.
No, people were giving me stick that that race beat you because 49 seconds. And they don't know what happened along the way.
You probably spent it at a bathroom or at a water point.
No, there is a place called...
Or maybe you stood on the side of your prey.
No, there is a place called Polish Shots.
Oh, yes.
Now they are calling it with a Zulu name. They say it's Mkondeni. Even if it's
still tough.
Even if they can give me... they give it so many names, Mkondeni or Mkondoleli or whatever. It is Polish Shots.
Yeah, it's still the same elevation.
That is the one that messed up everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't want you to go there being in a sick mode.
49 seconds.
49 seconds. You know, the bad thing is I saw them changing the hands for the medals from Bill Rowan to Mchali. And I was looking at that person. And I have a story for that. I'll tell you a story.
All right, cool.
For that, I've got a very funny story after finishing.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
So today we're discussing a few things. As usual, we're discussing a lot of pertinent things about running. So today we're talking about running shoes. More directly, how to select a running shoe, which one is good for you, how to know which one is good for you. We're speaking about planning your running calendar. In South Africa, our running calendar starts in July, August, and it ends in June. Specifically the 9th or the 8th. This is when you run the Comrades Marathon, you see. So pretty much you just like the football league calendars. But we run more than them, we run faster than them, obviously. And the third thing we're speaking about is low heart rate training, also called MEF training. And at the end we'll just speak about some of our personal experiences. So Madisha, let's get into it, man. Last week you spoke about running shoes. We're not going to talk about the economics of it or the prices or anything like that. We're just going to speak about how you select the right running shoe, and perhaps we can have in other content we'll just do like demonstrations and have different types of shoes. But obviously we don't have that here. We didn't bring the shoes here. We're just going to talk about how to select a right running shoe. But before all that, tell me, do you remember your first running shoe?
Yes.
It wasn't an All-Star, no?
My first running shoe...
Or was it barefoot?
No. When I started running, My first running shoe was from Mr. Price.
Is it Skechers?
No, Skechers. Oh no. Skechers is for going to the party. It's not.
but I think Mr.
Skechers.
Price Sport has a thing.
Is
it not Skechers?
No, Skechers. I see it at the shop. What's the name of that shop? King's Meat or whatever.
Oh yes.
King's Meat. Yes. Now,
but what's
Mr.
the brand?
Price.
What's the brand name? Yeah, Comrades clothing. Comrades Marathon clothing.
It's Mr. Price.
Is it Mr. Price?
Yeah,
it's not Skechers.
Mr. Price of now, not Mr. Price of old. You see, things change, evolution.
Yeah. And people get Robert Mjali instead of Bill Rowan.
The first shoe for me was from Mr. Price, and I was running these short races.
Yeah.
And I remember running a race in Polokwane called Ngoni with Mr. Price shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was beautiful. So then I took it from the shop. I bought it, then I ran 10 kilometers. At about 7 kilometers, it was like I was running barefoot.
Yeah. Terrible experience.
Yeah, in fact, the engineering of shoes a long time ago was not that much. They were just making shoes. That is when then I stopped running with that shoe. Then I went to Total Sports, bought Nike, a certain Nike. It was for running, but it was not that much good. But I took some years wearing it.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 years. The lack of knowledge of running.
Yeah.
You just wear one shoe and it gets
messed up.
It gets messed up. Then you just continue with it, and you get injured because that shoe is no more good for running.
It's crazy because what you're talking about, the first shoe you went for, you bought it, your selection criteria was that it just looks beautiful. And the second one, I'm assuming because it's Nike and the adverts are everywhere, except here. The adverts are everywhere. You selected it based on popularity and obviously the history of the brand and.
Yes, and I got in the shop and said, I want a running shoe.
And they pointed you to, was it a Pegasus?
No. Pegasus is a thing of nowadays. It was just a Nike. It was just a Nike. Maybe it was a sneaker. I don't know.
Okay. No, the problem. No, Pegasus is an old running shoe. I think the problem is a lot of people behind the counter or in the showrooms at running stores are not people who actually run.
Yes.
It would be the same as if RUNMODE was not hosted by runners.
Yes.
It would be a disaster.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem, a big problem. And also the people who designed the shoes that you ran with the first time, I think a lot of shoes back in the days were not designed by people who actually spend time on the track, in the trail, on the road, just running. Because they didn't understand, they just looked at the science of it and said, no, if you're human, from a physiological point, if the foot is like this, from a structural point, this is the shoe. But they never spend years testing out these theories when they put into their design.
Shoes are like cars. Are like cars because the more people do research, then the more they put good things in them in order to improve them to be efficient. So those shoes were for running maybe, or maybe somebody who showed me that didn't know more about what type of shoes are needed for running. It's just like now if you can go to the shop, some shops say they've got people, they are not well trained to show you the right shoes for running.
Most of them are not well trained.
Yes.
By the way, we are happy to teach them how to do that because we know all about that. And you also experienced in it. So.
Then fast forward then to Comrades. My first shoe was a Nike.
All the stories end up with Comrades.
No, that is the ultimate thing that when you run seriously, you have to do.
True.
It's like going to school. You want to go to university.
I did say running the Comrades Marathon is like getting a PhD. I did say last week.
Yes. You can if you are a runner, but if you are just running for fun, maybe you losing weight is your pinnacle. So
a fitness runner. Basically.
We as runners.
As endurance runners. As
we want
ultra endurance
We
runners.
want to go to Comrades and test ourselves, and if we fail there, it's like we fail the modules that we were registered for. So I used Nike. Then I used Nike. I used the wrong Nike.
It happens. It does happen.
Yeah, then from there I changed. When I developed, then I changed until I didn't run. Then the next comrades I used Essex. The next comrades I used Adidas. Next comrades I used Essex.
So basically, no one can say they own you or your success at Comrades. No brand can say, no, we took Madisha because there's Adidas in there's Essex.
No, there is one that gave me good performance.
Okay.
Yeah, amongst them. Now, it's like when you go there, you check yourself, how your body is.
Yeah.
How your physique is at that time.
How your 5:30 run is.
Yes,
your 5:30 minute per kilo paces.
That shoe must be able to meet your objectives.
Yeah.
Because if maybe you are going to run slow, you need a shoe that can maybe carry you for a long distance.
LSD shoe.
Yeah. If you want to run fast, you would have to have the shoe that can make you run fast.
Speed run. I agree.
Yeah, that is why
agree.
the second comrades the third one, the last two I got 9. The other one I got 855. That is the one that I was running with.
And you got the beautiful mirror, the Bill Roy.
Yeah. No, I was just tasting it.
You don't know the fast shoe. Okay, we'll speak about fast shoes. So let's speak about this. When you're talking about selecting a running shoe, there's a couple of things that you regard.
Yes.
Firstly, you regard how your foot is, like the shape of your foot.
You must know your foot.
In other words, if it is flat, if you are structurally, there's 3 types of feet that people have generally.
Yeah.
And this is based on how they step. In other words, how the foot lands on the ground and how it leaves, with the toes, and whether or not it lands on the heel or with the middle part, or with the fore part, the toe part. So when you look at those aspects, that's the first thing, because obviously you don't look at what a shoe offers, you look at what your foot is, and then once you discovered what your foot shape is or what its type is, then you can go out and look for shoes in that regard.
Yes, because if you wear the wrong type of foot, the wrong type of shoes, you're going to get injuries.
Definitely.
Yeah, because some of the way your foot lands on the ground, if you wear a shoe that is going to be opposed to that in a wrong way, then it's going to come to your muscles, the knee, the tibia, the fibula, those bones there. That is when people get what we call shin splints. Then there is an injury called ITB. ITB is on the sides.
What does ITB stand for? It sounds
ITB,
like it's a 3-letter acronym.
It's an acronym. Dangerous. I forgot what it stands for, but that is a muscle that is from the hip is moving on the sides until the knee is on the side of the thigh.
Yeah.
So if you got it, then it's going to be a problem, because that is when you run, you pull your thigh.
Yes.
So
yes,
that
I
one,
see what you mean,
there is an ITB this side. Here there is groin inside.
The adductor muscles.
So those adductor muscles.
Yeah.
So now they must be able to complement each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the other factor, before we get into the step, the other factor to look at is that if you're a size 6 or a size 8, you should get like a size or 2 higher.
Yes.
And the reason for this, from what I've experienced, is that when you run, your foot, I think, is the only thing that is enclosed, only part of your body that is enclosed completely, so to speak. And because of that, and because of the exercise and the tension, it expands in size. It's very minimal, but it expands in size. And also there's a lot of blood flow and oxygen flow throughout the foot and so forth. But there's also a lot of sweating. So if you're wearing the same shoe that you would wear if you're wearing, say, a formal shoe or another leisure sneaker type shoe, then the expansion and the sweating is going to just cause a lot of distress.
Scientifically, when molecules get heat, they expand.
Yeah, they do.
So your feet are going to expand.
Yeah.
So you must wear what we call in our language oversize.
That's our language.
It's called oversize.
Yeah, it's called oversize.
Oversize.
In our language.
That oversize must be informed by your thumb.
Yeah.
Your thumb, your foot thumb.
Yeah.
And it must be maybe extra with some few centimeters Let me maybe share this little knowledge.
Little knowledge.
We have got sizes in South Africa.
Yeah.
We have got, we wear sizes with the UK.
Yes.
Size 7, size 8, size 9.
UK.
But somewhere there is a size that is 40 something, 30 something.
The Europe one.
Yeah, European, EU.
Yeah, EU.
Yes. So I checked. When I checked, 42. 42 is 26.3 centimeters.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? So this one time, I wanted shoes. I wanted speed shoes. I wanted some Nike speed shoes. And so I spoke with a friend of mine, and I said, look, dude, in your city, there's a beautiful shop that sells these shoes. Can I perhaps send you some money so you can get it? And I said, could you? And I wear 8 UK, 8 and 9 UK normal shoe. With running, purely 10 UK. That's across all brands. It's 10 UK in my experience. So then I sent him the size, and I said, I sent him the money, and then I told him over the phone, no, just get me size 10.
Size 10.
And he went back and forth with the outlet because the shoes happened to be on sale, and now they were not on sale, so he had to go to another store, and then there was a big back and forth with them. Then eventually they gave him size 10 US. And so he said, no, I got size 10 for you. And I said, beautiful, I'll see the shoes.
And it's US.
It's US. You didn't mention this.
US are giant people.
No. Size 10 US
is it big?
No, it's smaller.
Smaller.
Size 10 US is smaller. So size 10 US is 9 UK.
9 UK.
Yeah, 9 UK.
Okay.
So then I put those. I did a run. I think I was going to do Tough One or one of the marathons in Joburg. One of the races in Joburg, and I did the run, and the following day I thought, okay, because I just bought these new shoes and now I need to do a recovery run. I know they're speed shoes, but let me put them on. When I break them out the box, this thing says, the actual label, not on the box, on the actual label of the shoe, it says 10 US. My man, I was so heartbroken, my man. And I'm thinking,
the effort you took and get
why can't we just use one size? One size palette. Why can't we just use one measurement?
Yes. So those 42s, those 38s, those numbers, now you have to convert them to centimeters, because it's
a lot of work.
Yeah. So now
you can't be converting 530 minutes per kilo and per hour. This is how many hours is going to take me to run the Comrades Marathon or
but
the Two Oceans Marathon.
If you're buying shoes online, there is a size chart.
Buying shoes online.
Yeah, they will say now US, UK.
That's brave. Who
EU.
buys shoes online? That's brave.
No, I can't be going from shop to shop.
Madisha is a modern guy.
Wasting petrol. I buy shoes online.
Okay.
You must read the features. You read the features, then everything, they will come back being good.
Okay, got you. So tell me about stability versus neutral shoes. Because that is a very big way of checking. In fact, before that, let's speak about pronating. So there are people who, for purpose of demonstrating if this was the right foot, they have an inner step. In other words, when they walk,
inner step, I think they say is over.
Yeah,
pronating.
Over. And then neutral is when it's neutral, it lands flat.
Yeah.
And then supination
is
when
pronating.
It's stepping on the outside.
Yes. I'm a supinator because my shoes on the sides. And the danger of it is if I'm wearing, like we have got gel shoes, we've got air shoes, we've got carbon plate shoes.
Yes.
So if I'm wearing the shoes that have got a cushion, and the cushion is not continuous with the sole. Yeah. And that sole gets finished where I am supinating. Yeah. Then I don't wear them anymore. They are for going to the shop.
True.
Because they come directly to my knee.
Yes, the pain comes to your knee. It's not,
they are not more stable.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why people will say, you buy so many running shoes. They don't understand.
You do a lot of running. They don't understand that. You do a lot of running.
Maybe it's because I don't exchange them a lot. But nowadays, I'm exchanging them.
Yeah.
Yes, you must have different pairs.
As in rotating them for different runs.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. So that pronation, I think one of the tests that someone told me once at a marathon is that, you simply dip your foot into some water or paint or something.
Yes.
and then put your foot on some like a paper or something. If it has a thin print, that means it's the supination. It's your thing.
That thing is called wet test.
Wet test.
Wet test.
Oh, it's a thing. It's actually a thing.
Yeah, it's wet test where you put your.
This guy told me like it was like his idea.
No, you put your food.
For that knowledge.
In in water maybe.
Yeah.
Then you put a paper that when you step on it, you will have visibility.
And just don't do
now,
it.
You say
do it quickly. Don't do it. Don't just stand there because the whole thing.
Paint now is expensive now.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you'll have to put your foot inside and you take it out, you bath it. that is a very expensive process because you'll have to go and buy paint. But with the papers, you just put those papers there.
Yeah.
Now the ones that when you step on them down, then you will see the marks. So it's a wet test. When you see that one, like you said, when you see it, the marks being on the sides, then it means you are a supinator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is where your foot is striking the ground when you run.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when you select a shoe, you need to get a stability shoe.
Yes.
And the stability needs to be on the inner side so that on the outer side.
On the outer side.
So that it can handle it can
handle the pressure.
Yes.
Because you are the weight of your body.
The weight when you land doesn't bring tension on your foot and thereby on the muscles that you spoke about.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then when you put again that foot inside water.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of water. There is no space. It means it's neutral, I think.
Yes. It is. It is. Yeah. If it looks like what is considered a normal foot shape, like me, I'm a neutral. You know, when I step, I would imagine straight. My shoes differ on the sides, but I step straight. You know, so I've never needed to add any cushion to my shoes, and all my shoes have always been neutral shoes. And I think that is the market that is catered for the most, unfortunately.
Yes.
Especially with the bigger brands that have done stuff in the past. Now that you have all these brands popping up, they're beginning to create a lot of range for stuff in your supination and just create a wide range of shoes for those people who like long distance and short distance stuff.
Yes. And there is overpronation. That is the one inside.
Yes.
Yes. I once ran after a person. Yeah, I once ran after a person who was overpronator.
Yeah.
She was wearing Nike.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Then Nike is not good with stability or whatever.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So now her legs were going inside, and we were very, very far. Very far
was
from
it a 42K distance?
Yeah, it was a comrades.
Oh.
So now I was passing and I thought this one.
What did you say to her?
No, comrades, you don't advise anyone. During the final, you don't talk, my friend. Final examination, if you talk, then later we'll take you out. What's a final examination? You had the time of doing preparing everything.
Yeah.
So during the final, you don't talk. Even I don't want somebody to talk to me. Yeah. So now it means you must know your foot type. Then the other thing that you must be aware of is the type of runs that you do.
Before the type of run, also it matters where you're running, whether you're doing a trail or you're doing.
That is the type of run.
That's the type of run.
Yeah, okay. That's the type of run because you can be doing the trails, you can be doing long runs, you can be doing short runs.
Sure.
Yeah, you can be doing speed runs.
No, what I wanted to differentiate is the type of surface.
Oh, the
so
type
obviously
of surface.
Trail surface is different to road surfaces because road ones are a bit more rigid versus also treadmill, which is like in between.
Yeah.
But I think also a long distance running shoe, like a 20K, 25K, 30K distance running shoe is different to if you're doing intervals, if you're doing 10
short
times
runs.
800 meters or something like that.
Yes, but I heard you talking about the treadmill.
Yeah.
I don't take it serious, that thing.
You don't take treadmill serious?
Aye.
What? Why don't you take treadmill serious?
No, I'm a product of a gym, and you know, I used to gym at a certain gym, and you see what? Now let me show you. Here are the fingers. You see?
Yeah.
Now, when you are on a treadmill, that thing is running that surface.
Yes.
You are just
It's
making
rotating.
sure that you don't fall.
Yes,
and you run
staying
on
in
it,
place.
and
Yes.
you are stationary.
So
you are doing like this.
But you're
You are-
exercising.
no,
your heart rate is going up. You're
yeah,
sweating.
that is for the cardio. You are not running. You are just doing a cardio exercise because you are not carrying your body. Your body is stationary. Even if somebody can come with a video and record you, you will be stationary.
So you're
only
just
your
like-
legs, only your legs doing like this.
So you're just like those runners who say that gym. Well, a lot of runners don't like gym. We know that a lot of runners don't like gym.
No, I was a gym person. Then when I compare it with running, I can see that there you must just go and lift
I know
weights.
the difference. You just and I say this as a runner, but I have a lot of gym friends.
Yeah.
Gym friends, I tell them all the time that the difference between you guys and us is that we all put in the same amount of effort. We wake up, we go to the gym, but every 4 to 5, 6 weeks, we come back with some results of what we're doing.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a show where you go and show off what you're doing. That doesn't happen. That's the only difference between.
But when we talk about the running shoes, let's not talk about people who run in the house.
In the treadmill.
In the house. It's not a serious thing.
Okay.
It's like driving a bicycle that is stationary.
Madisha
It's not the
said.
same as driving a bicycle going up a mountain.
Madisha said.
No.
The RUNMODE podcast.
This treadmill, you can just adjust it to say is a hill.
Yeah,
Then
4% elevation.
Yeah, then you feel that I'm climbing a
And
hill.
you're sweating.
Yes, you are sweating.
And then we take you to the real hill.
We take it to the real hill. You can't climb it because you are carrying this thing. This thing is heavy, my friend. This thing
it is.
very heavy. So
It is.
you will be carrying it from point A to B.
Yeah.
There you are not carrying anything.
Yeah.
You are just surviving so that you don't fall. So now when that thing is faster, then you become faster. So that's.
Have you?
So those shoes, they must just know that they must know the foot type. They must know where they are running.
And how they step.
Yeah, how they step.
Yeah,
Yes. And another thing, rotation.
Rotating with the shoes.
Yeah, they must rotate the shoes.
But how does rotating work? I mean, a lot of people say that after X amount of kilometers, maybe 100, 200, 300, depending on the shoe.
Rotating. Here we are talking about maybe a week. You don't wear the same shoe from Monday to Saturday.
But everyone has lucky shoes. I have lucky shoes. I know that every time I wear this shoe, I've done some of my PBs with it. I can never leave it out of rotation for more than a week. It's difficult. Like mentally, it's difficult.
You mean for the training or for the race?
Both.
Yeah.
I get when you say rotating, you're talking about mainly in training.
Yes. Maybe you do short run.
Yeah.
You have a shoe for a short run. You have a shoe for long run. You have a shoe for speed run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the mistake that we normally do. You take a shoe that is good for a long run, LSD. You want to sprint with that shoe.
No, that's terrible.
Yes. So,
and you don't see results.
So now you need to know that now this shoe is good for this one is good for this.
Yeah.
And you talked about the kilometers of when to change the shoes.
Yes,
now,
when the tires finished.
Now to change the shoes, somewhere 800 kilometers.
800 kilometers.
800 kilometers. In miles, this is 500 kilometers. Somewhere
500
there.
miles.
You will have to convert 1 kilometer. 1 mile is equals to 1,67 something kilometers.
Yeah.
So you need to
Madisha, what
you need
the
to
maths?
convert. Yeah. So you need to know that now when you read something, you must be able to be versatile.
Yeah.
So 800 kilometers. But the thing is, we don't put a record that I bought these shoes here.
How do you even, how is that even possible? I just come back from a run.
Yeah, it's not possible. It's not possible.
I'm going to stretch.
Rather have some pairs, 3 to 4 pairs, and rotate them.
Oh, and just rotate them.
Then they will last.
So the method, have 3 to 4 pairs, maybe 2 for LSD, 1 for everyday running, 1 for speed, and then you rotate them.
And have the shoes for speed for a marathon. If you know that this marathon I want to run speed, you must know that you have got shoes for speed. That today the objective is speed.
Yeah, they must be very light and
yes,
and you know, as opposed to something at long distance which has too much cushioning.
The day I got you at Loscope.
Last year, 2023 Loscope,
yeah. When I found
Madisha
when
found
I found
me.
you walking.
Madisha found me. No, wait a minute. Madisha found me in a 50k run, Loscope in Middelburg, in Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
I was running a very decent pace, a good pace, and then I found the part of the course where a lot of people slow down because there's a strong declination, like a -6, -7 downhill, and it went on for about 3-4 kilometers, and I hadn't studied it well, and I was walking, I was running, I was walking, and just where it landed was at about 38-39 kilometers. And Madisha comes behind me, and he's still energetic, like I know him to be. And he says, "My man, what's going on?" And I'm distraught. And Madisha says, "No, man, we gotta keep going. Let's go." And then we start running. I pick up momentum from his energy, as usual. And when we get to the 42k mark, there's no timing mat. And he was looking for that. He had been looking to qualify, just like he did this year at show. He was looking to qualify.
I was looking for the 42, but the 42 was there, but the map was not there.
The map was not there.
Yeah.
So then now he becomes distraught, and now I have to carry him.
Yeah, that day I was using fast shoes.
Yeah, you're using
the carbon plated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Adidas Adizero. Boston 11.
Boston 11s.
Yeah.
Those are good shoes.
Yes.
Very lightweight.
Then I went to Comrades and ran using them. That is why I got some cramps somewhere, because I was running fast.
Is that the one
carbon shoes. Carbon shoes make you run fast.
They actually force you to run fast.
Yes, carbon plate. That carbon plate, they put it in the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these shoes. This
between the sole and the bottom cushioning.
Yes, yes. There is. When you step, then it pushes you forward.
Because it quickly, when you bend it, it quickly comes back to shape.
Then
so it forces you to.
Yeah, it says go.
Yeah, and you have to actually be leaning a bit forward.
Yes.
Because if you lean back, it's going to put a lot of tension on your heels.
So I was using those shoes that day, and I also used them when I went to Comrades.
Okay, so last couple I'm gonna use
854.
Boston.
So now I'm trying to look for them online. I'll get them.
The Boston 11s.
Boston 11, yes. 12 for me.
What about 12? I have a friend who's got some Boston 12.
No, I got it, but it's bumpy. It's not tough. It's not
tough.
like. It's not like.
So you're old school. You like, but I like that one model. This model works for me.
No, that one. It's like stability. Now it doesn't go sideways, but 12 it goes sideways. I have it and I used it, and when I
feel the same way about the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent 2.
Yeah.
The Next Percent 2 is arguably the best racing shoe ever. I ran Sanlam Cape Town with the 3, and it's okay. It does the job. It's lightweight. It's very flexible. The carbons are good, but 2, oh my goodness, oof! I've gotten some of my best times with that shoe. That's my favorite running shoe.
Yeah.
Right now.
Now you know what somebody said.
Yeah.
If the shoe is working for you at that time, because it's still in stock,
you must buy a few.
Go and buy 5.
That person must give us a loan.
Go and buy 5 pairs, man. Because now I'm looking for this Boston 11.
You can't find
when I see it, it's in the USA.
It's in China somewhere.
Yeah, I must use maybe I must use Amazon, or I must use whatever. So
and now you're not even sure if it's going to come through in the right condition.
Yes, because you don't know if they are now doing the right one.
Yeah.
So now they say, if the shoe is working for you, buy many pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just buy one pair and say this shoe is good. Then then when time goes, then they do another version.
Yeah.
But the version is not the same as that other one.
It's just not the same.
Yeah. So that is that. Now the Nike ones, I just stopped using them long time ago
because of your trauma.
Yes,
Madisha has Nike trauma.
Yes, I will just wear Nike just to go maybe after the race.
We must write that Phil Knight guy an email. Just write him an email saying, "Hey, my man, we got some Nike trauma over here." You know, always an explanation.
No, I need the stability for Nike.
Oh, I see you.
Stability for Nike.
See you.
And with carbon, not air. You see the air shoes.
There's a lot of demands. There's a lot of demands in this email to Phil Knight.
So to marathon.
Yeah.
I was running in fact, people must know that you must not wash running shoes.
I never wash my running shoes.
Yes,
I mean, I'm wearing running shoes right now.
If you wash running shoes, then the quality goes. The water gets in and stay there.
When we start doing our demonstrations, all our running shoes, not my running shoes, are pretty much always dirty. I probably wash them 3 or 4 times a year, all of them at once. You know, I just never take that social media picture where people, you know, shape them nicely and they say that this is mine, because I can never do that. But if you have clean running shoes, we're gonna ask you, so how much mileage have you done this week if you have clean running shoes?
No, you must just wipe them. You must just wipe them. And running shoes are, all of them, most of them are cloth, or maybe they are something like mesh.
So you're saying what happens to the quality when you wash them? What happens to the quality of the shoe when you wash it?
The water gets into the cushion.
The sole.
Yeah. So and then it's compromised.
Oh.
So now the quality goes. So I'm talking about this guy who was running Soweto Marathon. It's not this year. I didn't go last year.
23, yeah.
Yeah. So he washed the shoes with soap. And there was no rain. There was no rain. Then somewhere there was water.
A lot of guys do that. I see that a lot at running at races.
So now
that you start seeing the shoes.
Now that guy was running like tough. Now there was some marks like a horse past here.
Yeah.
Then when I was running with my friends, I said, no, here it's like a horse was passing here. This person will find him somewhere. The shoes are not performing. Then I got him. Then
so he was actually slowing down because he found it.
Yeah. Then that guy said, "No, here's the guy. Here's the guy." Yeah. Then on Facebook I posted it that, please guys, don't wash your running shoes.
Yeah.
They will mess up.
Yeah.
One guy took the photo of that guy and said, like this one. Then there were some marks. There
No, I think you took it. You didn't take the picture.
For the photo. No, I didn't. I don't run with the phone.
Oh, okay.
So I'll search for the peak. I know it's 2023.
Yeah.
Yes. When I go to gallery of 2023, my phone stores photos. Yeah. Then I will find it. I will send it to you. Then you see that you must not wash your shoes because they will lose quality.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Yeah. Even if it rains, you must just go and put them somewhere over a tree, and they will get dry. Then it's okay.
I can never wash my running shoes anymore.
So now my gripe with Nike is the one that I used. Water got into the cushion, the sole.
It absorbed all the water.
It absorbed all the water, and when I was running, it was making noise for me.
Yeah. And not the carbon plate noise.
And it was my first comrade.
Yeah.
And you see, I told you, with very weak socks.
Yes, with weak socks.
Yeah, then you don't have experience of lacing your fingers, your toes with some tape.
Yes.
So now you don't have that the comrades. After the comrades, 2 of your toes,
they're gone.
The nails are gone.
No, but we don't really. That's not a thing for us.
No, if you are still new.
Thing.
No, if you're still new,
if you're still new, you want to do pedicures and like.
No, you just wear socks and go and think that is 42. But the comrades will mess you up because if you are going down, then your toes will hit the shoe.
Yes, especially if it doesn't have a
bit of and now that is why we talked about wearing oversize.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the importance of strapping up before we move on from the shoes? Strapping up the toes.
Friction. The first one, the thumb, and the following one is labor. They will do friction.
Right.
Yeah, they will do friction. Now after comrades, after June, my toes are starting to be nice. It's after a long time. I lost the nails. Toes, the second one. Yeah. In fact, we are not the same. My second toe is longer than the thumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you have a different experience in that regard.
Yes. Then now, even if it's oversized, it hit. I wear size 7 and I run with size 9.
Size 9 UK.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy a pair of shoes, size 9 UK.
Size 9
particularly
UK.
Boston 11s, Adidas.
Yeah, if it's still available.
All right. Let's speak. Speaking about rotating the shoes, let's talk now about the running calendar. We spoke about rotating of shoes, and you run so many marathons. Now let's speak about planning a running calendar. We're going towards the end of the year. There's the end of the calendar year, our running calendar obviously starts middle of the year in June, July, and then ends in June, July. But now you plan your calendar year, obviously, because the fixtures come out at the end of the year. How do you normally plan your running calendar?
Yes, I will talk for all people because we are talking to people who start to run and to people who, I will not say top runners. We can't advise top runners.
We can.
We advise those who are next to being top runners.
They just don't listen. Yeah. We can advise them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They don't listen. Yeah. Some don't listen.
Yeah. I mean.
If
I run faster than you,
it doesn't mean that being faster then it
then means you know everything.
You know everything.
Yeah,
yes.
True.
Now, the running goal or the running objective. Why you run?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have got different types of goals that we run. Is either you plan to run for the races, or you plan to keep fit, or you just run so that now there is you run sometimes and you stop. So it means you need to know why you are running. So from there then you can be able to plan what you are going to do.
You know, a lot of people are going to start running a lot now, especially towards the end of January. You know, hardly people run in December. People do like these crazy challenges, 12 times 12, 10 times 10, or 31, 30 kilometers every day for 30 days in December or something like that. But then they take a big break, and towards the end of January, everyone, has some sort of resolution or goal. Then they start hitting the gym maybe, and I see a lot of people starting to run middle of January towards the end. But most people don't have a running goal. They just want to get fit or get back in the game.
Yes, there are those who run in order to get fit.
Yeah.
There are those who run in order to go and run the races.
Yeah.
Those ones are the ones who must have a running program. They must have a running program.
A training program.
Yes, a training program that is going to meet their objectives. That is when...
I don't think they know their objectives though. I think a lot of people battle with that situation. Because for instance, if I have a goal to lose weight, it's different to someone else who has a goal to finish a marathon. Our running programs are different. You know what I mean? If I have a goal to improve my flexibility, it's different to a person who has a goal to run faster and use speed as in that regard.
Yeah, for example, if you want to lose weight, you want to be fit.
Yeah.
You need endurance run, because you can't be sprinting and you can't be running fast.
Yeah.
For what?
Endurance run is 25 kilometers.
Yeah, 25 kilometers. No, if you want to keep fit, 5 kilometers is okay.
No, I was saying endurance run.
Oh, endurance run.
Yeah.
People who are not fit, 5 kilometers is a journey.
It is a journey.
Yeah, and they have to run it at a slow pace. And they have to make sure that their heart is not.
They have to make sure that fast, they don't see Madisha, because Madisha is going to say something.
No. We just pass them because we can understand that this one. And sometimes we ask, are you running to run races or are you running in order to be fit? Say, I want to run to be fit. Then we just
leave them alone.
Yeah.
And then you see them 3 or 4 times after.
Then we see you improving and say, but you can go there. And now we give you a taste of running and you get a t-shirt. Then we leave you, then you can decide.
It sounds like you're always trying to recruit people just to put them on the scene.
Yes, people must run. I was telling one guy in the morning that the legs are not the supporting structures. They are for running. Yes, people used to run in order to survive, was in order to get food. So legs have been manufactured to run. They are not manufactured to pedal or the accelerator and the brake in the car.
You must accelerate your pace. No?
Yeah, they must walk. So now, after having a program, then you have to know the types of runs that you have to do
in the program.
Yes. Now we can maybe give them short description of the runs.
Yes,
we have got.
That's very important.
The first one.
In fact, I think one of the topics in the next week we should talk about training for a marathon or training just in general towards a race. Yeah.
Yes,
but we can talk about them shortly now. Yeah.
A serious runner must know that there is endurance run that we call LSD.
Long slow distance.
LSD is more than what kilometers?
I would say more than 25.
More than 25.
In the early part of the program, anything from 18, but when the program matures up from the middle part towards the end, I think 25, up to 35, 45.
Yes, it's long distance.
Yeah.
Slow run.
But more so,
with a
before you continue,
low heart rate.
Yeah, more so, I think more than kilometer based, distance based, it's time based.
Yes.
So if you spend an hour 50, 2 hours, 2.5 hours on the road, that for me is an LSD. Also because we don't run at the same paces.
Yes.
And in that regard, the low heart rate is the measuring factor.
Yes,
the guiding
endurance.
Factor. Yeah.
Then after you did endurance, because you will be tired the next day or maybe the next 2 days or 3 days, you need a recovery one.
Yes.
A recovery one is also slow.
Which one is slower? Or are they the same pace?
The recovery one is slower. Very slow, where you have to maybe run at not aerobic, is very, very below aerobic, where now you must be able to talk while you are running.
Right.
Yeah, and you must know that I can talk even when I'm running.
I think we all know that.
I can talk.
Pace. And this guy's giving us lectures about this is how the shoes are.
At 5 per kilo, you must be able to talk.
You must be able to talk.
If you can't talk, it means you are not fit.
And laugh at people when you pass them.
So that shows the level of fitness. So for a recovery run, you must be able to talk freely without stopping and without gasping for air.
Full sentences.
Full sentences.
Many syllables and words.
You must be able to relate a story.
Yeah.
No problem. Because you are not doing... You are not doing anything.
Must record a podcast while running because you're able to talk.
Yes.
Okay, so endurance run, easy.
Easy.
Then run.
Then in the middle there is when you must go for hills.
Yes.
Yeah, hills. Hill run. Hill repeats. They call it hill repeats, where you go up with a pace. Yeah. Then you come back
with a faster pace.
Faster pace, or maybe you come back slower, so that you can be able to get more power when you are going up
on a terrain that is maybe 4, 5, 6% elevation, maybe 800 to 1,000.
Yeah, that is the one that you do in the gym when you are doing inclination.
No.
You are holding that thing like this.
No.
You are doing that thing. You say you are climbing a hill, and you are doing that one of step. You say, no, I'm climbing a hill, but you are stationary. You are in the house. You're inside the house. No, I'm not discouraging a gym.
Of course you're not.
But as a runner, you must know that in the gym you are just there to
pose and take
see
pictures.
people.
It's a very social moment.
And show off clothes and
show off clothes.
And show off cars. We have got stories about the gym.
We do.
Some just go there, you find them, you have run, then you are seated there next to the gym. Now 2 minutes, a person gets in, 2 minutes is out. This person went into bath.
Yes, they do.
So the gym is for it's not for runners.
It's not for runners.
It's just for So then we talked about hills.
Hills. And maybe a tempo run.
Tempo run.
A bit of a
tempo run. That is where you must wear tempo running shoes. You must not wear this LSD. The shoes that you used when you were doing LSD, you were doing 25 kilometers. You can't use them. You must have the ones that you can do tempo runs.
So the highly cushioned shoes would be the ones that you do your LSDs.
Yes.
Now and then your speed shoes is the light ones. What are the tempo ones?
Light ones, yes, because you will be, and you must not go to a big elevation. You must choose
for tempo. It's got to be a good flat.
Where now is flat. Yes.
Tempo and also progressive run.
Yes, tempo.
Similar to a tempo.
That one they call it fat leg.
Fat leg would be the speed run.
Fat leg is when that they say is speed play.
It's speed play. It's a Swedish word for speed play.
Where you will run and stop. You will run for a kilo very fast, then you stop, then you run. I once saw other top runners doing it somewhere next to the stadium. They were exchanging. So there will be one running in front for a kilo. He will take them for a kilo at his own speed, and they will follow. Then after the kilo, they will maybe take 200 meters breather. Then the other one follows. 200
meters.
Then they will change.
Are they walking or jogging?
No,
slowly?
They are jogging, not jogging like we do. They jog, serious jog. Serious jog before the speed. That jog maybe is 5 to 8.
It's 2 minutes on, 1 kilometer on, maybe 2 minutes.
Then when they run is 4 something or 3 something. I don't know. But they will change.
But they're just fast.
They were 5, so now they will be exchanging. They will be taking the pace of that person who is in front. They don't pass him. So that is a fat leg.
And then
and there must be the maximum, maybe is 10 kilometers. You can't do 30 kilometers fat leg.
You could do an hour and a half.
Yes. Hour and a half. It must be time based or distance based.
Yes, you can't do an endurance fart leg, is what you mean.
No,
it's not really.
No, that one you will die. You'll die.
And then there's obviously the interval run.
Interval run is a speed. Normally it's done on
flat surface on the track.
On the track, you just run 400 meters.
Repeats very fast.
Very fast, then 400 meters. So that one, it improves your heart rate.
We need to go demonstrate all these things. Sometime in the new year, when we start doing this, we'll demonstrate all these runs.
Yes.
So that we can show everyone how it's done, how to load it on your watch, what kind of shoes to wear if need be, and how you prep yourself for this thing.
You see, I need a body cam.
A body cam.
Because what I saw in the morning, no, it was not good.
Which morning? This morning?
No, this morning.
What did you see this morning?
I told you that in the morning I went to do a slow recovery run.
Yes.
And when I was coming, we use this side road in my area, where now there are people are walking and bicycles and whatever. So there was this guy who was running when I was coming. Then all of a sudden, I could not see him. Then I saw him on the ground. That guy was doing push-ups. Push-ups on that road. When people pass there, they throw bottles outside. When we run, we just beat the corpse and the saliva on the ground. So that guy was there doing the push-ups. And I said, no, this guy, what is happening?
He's doing a mix of a fat leg and outside gym thing.
This guy is risking.
He's risking
because now there are bottles there. There are some corpse there will get bacteria or viruses there. So I just went past him.
So you went to body cam?
Then 2 kilometers from there, I met a certain lady. He was doing the squats. Squats on the road. You can't be doing squats there. And I said, now this is like.
Do they also do squats at home, or is it only when people can see us?
No, they must do. Some like to do it at the robots.
I think it's when people can see.
At the robots where I stay, they will do them there, and the taxis are passing and cars are moving at a slow pace because it's rush hour. So a person was doing
squats. And runners want to pass here, man.
But now those things, it's lack of knowledge.
It's lack of knowledge.
Now, you can do those things at home. And the road is for running. It's not for showing off people that you can do squats and whatever. Doing the push-ups. On the road, no.
A lot of people do it. There's a guy that I see regularly. I've ran with him once because he's along the route on my way to work. And this guy, every day, between 8 and 11 or 12 midday, you'd find him running. And he covers quite a distance on the R72, he covers quite a distance. You know, he comes from town, he goes the R71, and he decides where to U-turn and then just goes back. So sometimes I see him, and I speed up, and I say to him, my man, I'm running with you now. And then he says to me, no, please come in front. I'm like, no, you come in front and you run. And this guy will blast you. Jesus, this guy he goes comfortably at a 4:10 pace. Because I'm not leading, I'm following him. I don't necessarily feel the pain. But when I look at the watch, I start thinking, okay, 4:10 is a bit too much for a prolonged distance, especially when you're going up and down the hills. For me, it's quite heavy. But he's just flying.
Yeah.
But he also stops and he does push-ups and squats. He stops in the middle of a 4-minute 350 pace. He just stops and just does push-ups on the road.
So that is, push-ups and squats are not part of running. They are part of running at home, not part of running along the
strength
way.
exercises.
Yeah, strength exercise. Yeah, that is one of the things that you must do. Strength exercises. When you go, there are some people who use the tires and what. Then you can also use them.
What do they do with the tires?
You lift the tire.
You lift it?
Yeah, lift it and doing squats.
Okay.
And when you lift the tire, you must not use your back. You must use your thighs.
This is a truck tire or a normal car tire?
A 22, you know that truck, 22-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
That's right.
I see.
I have it at home. I once used it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
so you have a lot of experience in this.
Yeah, and when we are about to go to the comrades, when I'm exercising, every day when I leave my home to go and run, I do 100 to 150 squats.
Every story, comrades, Martha. Every story.
Yes. What? I told you that this is the final examination. That is the thing that makes us to be motivated to run. If there was no comrades and I don't know, maybe outside, maybe they will talk about Boston, somewhere they will talk about New York. Yeah, they want to be part of that. Yeah. So there is that race that a person must run.
The one that we put everything towards.
Yes. Others are just there for fun.
Jumping back, because now we've actually discussed types of runs for a marathon, but we'll still talk about it next week. Planning a running calendar. You mentioned last week that one could just use one marathon to qualify and then continue running. Do you see a lot of runners doing that, or do people say that? Because I was under the impression when I started running that you need to run at least three or four full marathon distances, 42 kilometers, and at least 1 or 2 ultra distance runs before you go to Comrades Marathon. And one of those 6 runs will be for racing, the other ones will be for training. Now obviously you have about 7 or 8 months before May comes in, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, there is the minimum, there is the maximum. They say, I say they, not I'm saying.
Oh.
They say
they, not Madisha.
4 marathons.
Yeah.
And 1 ultra. That is a minimum.
That is,
you must run at least
build
4
towards the comrades.
Yes, you must run
August,
at least 4.
From July to June, basically to May.
Yeah,
right.
The whole season, 4 marathons and 1 ultra. Meaning that you must put your body through the test.
Right.
That's why I talked about experience. That you can just run one and you run your own marathons. But the marathon has got pressure. That is why they recommend the marathon, the official one.
So it's only for mental testing.
Yeah, because when you go to the marathon, there is that pressure that I want to finish. Like me, I can't be finishing a marathon at 5 hours. You see?
Yeah.
So that means I'm going to train there.
Or an ultra marathon at 9 hours and 49, 9 hours and 49
I like
seconds.
the sun. I like the sun. I'm a person who enjoy running in the sun.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be burned by the sun. I don't want to be burned by the sun.
But what's the science behind it? Yes, I hear the aspect of it gives you a lot of training, like mentally. But if you do 2 or 1, how is that different to doing 4? Or if you do even 6 marathons? I mean, I would imagine it takes about a good 3 to 4 months to actually prepare for a marathon if you want to race it and do a PB. But if you're talking 7-8 months of running, that's like 2 actually.
Yes. When you are experienced and you can choose your own distances, that will not be a problem. A problem is when a person is new, just run 1 marathon and run 1 ultra and think that, no, I'm there. No, that is when you will see people there being doing DNF. Did not finish.
Did not finish.
Yeah, that is a story for another day of DNF. I know that thing is not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have 2 DNFs at Comrades Marathon, but we'll tell the story when we speak about Comrades experiences.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Hey man, I have 3. I have 3 medals. With the 3 medals, I've overcome the 2. And the first time I actually finished it was the same year you finished your first.
Yeah, I nearly got a DNF. That is when I knew that I have to fight. That is what that means. That it means that you have to run faster. So that when those factors of DNF are coming, you are very, very far.
You are well within.
But when those factors come and you are still
still at 40 kilometers and still have
then
about 50 to go.
The probability of finishing
is a problem.
Yes, it's a problem.
Okay, so I think it's quite clear that to plan your calendar year, you just need to select 1 or 2 marathons if you're able to, mentally, if you're able to keep the discipline. If you're not, then you have to sign up with all these other marathons.
And maybe 1-2 things that maybe we did not mention is when you are planning to run a marathon, you must plan. You must take a decision of the location where the marathon is. The course of the marathon. Location, it means is it in town?
How far is it from home?
How far is it from home? There are so many logistics. Then is it in town or is it in rural?
Or is it going through Soweto where there's no trees?
Do you enjoy scenery or do you enjoy people?
I enjoy running, man. Jesus. The scenery. Oh, my goodness.
I don't
remember anything about
people.
Where I ran.
Sometimes when...
You would enjoy people because...
you see.
You always people watching.
No, people take stress out of me. Now, just imagine you are running Loskop and there is no one along the way. You'll be stressed.
Loskop, man.
Jesus. So, comrades, when you run from start to finish, there are people near the finish. It's a festival.
What I didn't mention about Loskop is that eventually we had a 4:22 finish at Loskop, which was a personal best for me.
That was the first one.
That's a beautiful one. Beautiful one.
So now you must decide if you want to run in the bush or you want to run in town.
Like,
in town,
Marakele.
In town there are people, they will give you compliments. You see, comrades, you will get compliments from start with the finish. Now, the one in the bush. Like you are running Taffy Marathon. If you have ever run Taffy in Tanin. At some point
your favorite marathon.
At some point you are tired and what you can see is a monkey or a baboon eating the guavas. You walk and when you walk you hear some trees shaking and you try to run and you think it's a big snake. You see a baboon. You see,
that's
so
crazy.
those kind of things. But when they talk about scenery, there is one marathon that I want to run. That is 2 Oceans. Because I once passed at Cape Point where now that one. What is that place where there is a sea next to? That one,
I forgot. Chapman's Peak.
Chapman's Peak, where Cardan normally these people. I passed those places in a car. So I want to pass it running. See the sea. So that is the scenery. So now, when you choose a race, you must know why you are going there. And about the course, you must know if it's flat or it's a hill. And if it's a hill, you must know that you are not going there to qualify. You are going there to train. But if it's flat, then you know that here I'm going. That is one. When you choose the marathon, you must go to the reviews. You check.
And check the experience.
You check people talking about it, or you go to social media, and even you check the challenges that people faced the previous year. So you are not trapped in a marathon that is not giving people water.
And you remember to enter the dates on the actual time when the announcements come out. Don't wait till last minute. Right now the Comrades Marathon entries began on the 13th of November, about a week and a half ago. So, and people are daily watching 4,000 entries left, 2,000 entries left, and before you know it, people will be waiting for the substitute entries.
That is lack of passion. If you are passionate about something, you must spend money on it. That is why when we got in here, I said, no, people who drink beer, they are passionate
about drinking.
They drink.
And
after drinking, they come and tell you, why do you run? Why do you buy expensive clothes? But you find that the person spent 400 on one bottle. And with 400, I can enter for a race.
Yeah, okay.
And get a T-shirt and get to see people.
And get experience.
You see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, lastly, let's speak about this. This is something that I would like us to speak about every week. We spoke about the various types of training runs, and you mentioned low heart rate training, zone 2 training as it's called.
Yeah.
I think, you know, of all the marathon training runs, it is one of the, for me, it's the most important, because low heart rate training conditions your body to be able to take any other form of training. In other words, you could go right now and start doing interval runs, time trials, and all sorts of other speed runs, but you won't get any gains from them unless your body's conditioned to be prepared for that.
Yeah, one of my running mates, Gibson, once wrote on a running on our WhatsApp group and say, you must be consistent with what you do. If you are a slow runner, be a consistent slow runner. If you are a fast runner, be a consistent fast runner. You will master it. So if you are a consistent slow runner, you are running with a low heart rate, you must specialize. You must do that so that it can work for you. Because if you are now you use low heart rate and you try to run with a high heart rate, you are going to fail. So here I'm going to maybe use some maths. Maths of the heart rate.
Marathon mathematics.
Yes, because now sometimes people, we are wearing big watches. Big watches. It's like a person having a big phone. Big phone, they say is iPhone 16 or what. What they do with that phone is to take photos.
They don't really use it.
They don't know how to use
anything.
They don't have email. You see a person having that phone and saying, coming to you,
they don't know how to use these watches.
Scan this for me. I want to post it. But you are having the most expensive phone. And you are having a Samsung.
It's the driver, not the car.
So now the person doesn't know how to use the phone. So people are having the watches, but they are just there for average pace. So heart rate. It's like the running shoes. You can wear the most expensive one, Pegasus, and you come 6 hours. 6 hours.
And not qualify.
6 hours and not qualify with the most good running shoes, good Oakley
to dress and Oakley shades and everything is nice.
That tight, nice tight.
Madisha has marathon trauma, guys. This guy has stories for days about this thing.
So to marathon, I was once passed by an old timer, 60 years, with a badge of 60, and I wanted to see. And it was going to be 340. And that old man said, if we go at this pace, then we'll get at 339. I tried to follow that man. That man was cruising. And I was wearing nice shoes. And I was looking at his shoes. These shoes are old. But that man was going.
He was flying.
So those shoes didn't work for me. So the watches that we wear, not that maybe because I can't afford a very, very big, expensive watch. No, I've got a problem. But there is this heart rate. There is maximum heart rate and lower heart rate for a person. Maximum heart rate, we use the numbers here. We take 220. 220. You minus your age. That number that will get, that answer, is your maximum heart rate.
For low heart rate training.
For your maximum heart rate. Your maximum. You take 220, you minus your age. It will give you the answer. You go and do it when I'm gone. Then it will give you your maximum heart rate.
I see you.
Then that maximum heart rate. Now they say when we train, we must make sure that we train at 90% of our maximum heart rate.
Right.
That means you take that answer, you multiply it by 90 over 100, 0.9. Now some people are not good at math. You see, if you say 0.9, then you are confusing them. You say 90 over 100.
Yes,
yeah,
it would Madisha.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, I want to make things simple.
Yeah.
Because I once talked about this thing on a certain group, and one guy said, "We just want to run. Stop this nonsense." But this is something that makes people not to finish comrades, because when you run, you must sometimes check your heart rate.
Yeah.
Your heart
and
rate.
See how you're doing.
Your heart rate will tell you that now you are running at 90%.
Yeah.
You'll be knowing that 90% of my heart rate maybe is 160.
Yes.
And the watch is saying 160. Then you will have to slow down, or you will have to walk and start again.
Yeah.
So the lower heart rate, the formula is 180 minus your age.
Yeah.
That is your lower heart rate. That is the one that we call zone 3. So that one of 180 minus your age, that is the one that you must run with. That is the lower heart rate.
Right.
Yeah, the answer that we get is the lower heart rate. Then is the zone 3.
So pretty much when you're running, running low heart rate training, your heart rate doesn't go beyond your 180 minus the age. Whatever that number is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In short, it's just like that.
What I've seen with low heart rate training is that more than anything, it conditions your body, like I said, to take all the training load. Because I'll use an example of building a house. I mean, I know we're going to talk a lot about low heart rate training as the weeks go, but when you're building a house, you first start with the foundation. You do the furrows and everything, and you put in the foundation layers. And if the foundation is not right, it doesn't matter how beautiful or how strong the walls look.
The house
it's
will
gonna
crumble.
fall.
It will crumble.
So that base training is actually the foundational layer.
It's the foundation.
It's the foundational layer. Without that, nobody sees the foundation when you're looking at a house. No one sees the beautiful. Everyone sees the beautiful windows, the beautiful walls, the roof. Everyone sees you running fast, but no one sees the system.
That is why
the heart and lung system, the cardiovascular system.
We can take that lower heart rate and take it to LSD.
Yes.
You
pretty much.
You run the LSD with a low heart rate.
Yeah.
So when you want to run fast, at some point and you are crazy, that's your own story.
All runners are crazy though.
Because when even if it's going down, don't push yourself. The body will push.
The body will take you.
Yes, the body will push because that thing that we talk about being the polish shots. When we start from Pietermaritzburg going to Durban, at some point I was going at 420. But I was not pushing. Yes, but I was not pushing. The body was pushing me.
And you just started.
And I could not. I could not put on the brakes.
Oh, so there was minimal effort. So the heart rate was low, but you were flying.
Because of fitness, I was flying.
Yeah.
And I could see that.
And because you're Madisha, I mean.
And I could see that those blue lights.
Yeah.
For some time.
Oh, really?
For some time. I saw them for some time.
The blue lights is the timing car.
Before Tete and company disappeared.
Before they said no, now it's time to separate.
Separate boys
the
from
comrades from the elite.
Yeah. So now that is lower heart rate. People must just understand that lower heart rate is good. It's just like when we are training a person, we want to bring him on board, we start him with lower heart rate. But the thing is, people must go and study about how to use the watch.
Yes.
Don't just press 510, 550, save. Then it's finished. You must go to the app. You check your progress.
And check some videos on how to do this thing.
You check everything. So the problem with us is we don't read.
But we'll do a lot of demonstrations on the watch and
because we've got different watches.
Yeah, we do. But I think we can shut it down, man. Madisha, another episode 2 is done.
Yes.
Next week we'll look at the topics and we'll see how we're flying then.
Yes.
But problem. It's a good one, man.
They must check us.
You're about to say comrades,
they must check. They must check that one. I said
Strava.
No, Strava. No, not Strava. I said they must check on my Facebook page, Madisha MJ.
Yeah.
Not yet changed my name. I put the podcast on that one so that people can follow it.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the podcast. We'll see everyone next week. And yeah, thank you, man.
Yes.
Keep running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go, brother.
Sure.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.